Hello, real world. What's up? And welcome to the Spice Reynolds Show. That's right. We're entertaining. We got production value. We got hats flying around every which way. Oh, is that a floating water bottle? What do you got? That's all the over the top dumb shit I'm gonna do for right now. Hello. So let's see. The day. How did it go? 1:40 a.m. right now on Sunday. It is Father's Day. Do not forget. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. You know, when you start recording a video, you got the itchy nose. Ooh, oh yeah. Appropriate. Let's double down on that. Cool. Now that I've I'm appalling. I was gonna say appalled. Yeah. Now that I have weeded out the week, let's get to it. The meat of the message, the quality for the day, the not really. I have nothing else specific that I wanted to say. So, what happened today? Got some energy drinks, got some Panda Express. A mundane day. At the same time, it wasn't really too mundane. Filled up my tank. Drove around a little bit. Practiced on the CDJs. Cleaned up the house. Did some vacuuming. And then I kind of just went in airplane mode and really enjoyed being alone. And it was fun. So that was nice. Not having to answer to anyone. So, good stuff there. Played some RuneScape. Then I just dropped in a Discord to say hello to a couple friends. They were in VR land, which it's a heck of a place, that's for sure. So there is that, and it helped me. Not really helped me, but I guess it helped. It helped me clarify an ambition I have, and refine it in my head, and yeah. It's happening. The digital age is vibrant as hell. So, that's a thing. I don't know. I've never really participated in the real world enough to know how maybe, not say to know how, that's not a way to say it. I haven't really experienced enough real world stuff that, most people would have, or like, go on to clubs, or, that's pretty much it. I just don't get out much. But now with the VR world, people are like getting out that would game. So it's adding this like, there's like a shine. The light's hitting my tooth, and it's like making it look different. So it's adding this like life to the computer that we've never really had before. And yeah, and it's like I'm finding out how vibrant it is right now. At the same time, the reality is that you're not leaving the house. So it's quite dangerous to me, in my eyes. Because right now I'm like, okay, I've spent so much time in my life behind the computer, gaming, creating, just using the tool on a daily basis and kind of integrating my life into it. And now here's this, like, evolution of it. And, yeah, I'm, like, freaking self-conscious about... I've been eating a little bit. I got those fucking baby bingo wings, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, so been gaming long enough, and I'm at this point where I'm ready to go be not behind the computer. Though it seems to be in my best interest to double down. So it's like I'm at this crossroads. So it's like reality, the actual life that maybe, not that maybe you want, that I actually want to live. I want to live reality. Then there's this digital life, and it's like... We've got everything. The world has everything too. But the digital life is everywhere, always. And it's very valuable. So there is that, and I'm seeing that firsthand. A lot of my friends are really delving in and embracing the whole virtual reality thing. And I think that, like, showing up for the real world And practicing with what I have right here and now, the visceral life that we have, is the priority number one. And then that is but a tool to communicate and share my craft or my ideas or my creativity, whatever it might be. So that's the healthy perspective I'll look at it with, because it's happening. So yeah. Anyways, that's about enough for that. Struggled a little bit today, but I did force myself to create. I'm kind of finding my peace right now within this new place and how I want to go about my days. There's a part of me that feels like I'm wasting time in Michigan, and that I should go back out to the West Coast. And I don't think I need anywhere specific to be happy. I don't know, it's just different. Just thinking about stuff now, how I want to do things for myself. So, I would like to do that. I think one thing that would help, or helps clarify just exactly what you want for you, nobody else, nothing else, things that like help me shed the world, and I don't think it's an ego problem, but just shed everything else, just be present with me, is smoking weed. Like that's always been something that kind of like grant immediate access to that versus just meditating. Meditation will probably grant the same freedom or empowerment, so there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, there's this like unknown fucking ignorant stigma that is like held against it, where I'm like, usually I enjoy life just as much, and I haven't really any regrets. And yeah, so there's like this thought about it where I'm like, yeah, that's something I would like to enjoy, not like too indulgent or over like, not like a martyrous fashion. But yeah, so there's always been that. So there's something there, but I don't really know. I'm just trying to find peace in art, and I don't really have this, like, not really, I'd say like this like natural ambition, because I do enjoy it and I've just studied, but it's weird because the more you study and practice, or the more you just like, yeah, I guess studying is the enemy in my eyes. That's the consumption. You got to be a producer. So it's finding that producer-consumer balance to where you're heavy on the producer side, or at least producing, period, because that's the only reality, is like your ability to execute. So yeah, so I'm just kind of focusing on that right now. So it's fun. I'm realizing I don't like talking with other people about my ideas and my ambitions. Well, for the most part, everybody that I share anything with doesn't get it. Nobody will. I'm not sure if that's just the way that everyone's goals are, but whenever I end up sharing anything or talking about ideas with somebody as if we're like on the same page, we're never on the same page. And I feel I almost dumb myself down and then like cement that I'm dumb in the eyes of the other individual I'm chatting with, which then kind of can be like this like passive disempowering weight that now I have to entertain, or not even entertain, but I guess entertain, but just have lingering around. And it's not like, you don't want to have to explain like yourself and be like, no, I'm not dumb. And it's like, oh, you should never have to say that, or like, because that's why the value of action is like top tier. So having the results that just say it is what it is now, rather than just chatting about it. So it's kind of unhealthy. So it's like you want to have like this group of friends, or these accountability partners, or this community. That's the word I was looking for. You want community within what it is you're focusing on, but what you're focusing on is so unique to you that it's almost like you couldn't possibly have community for what you're doing. So I think maybe it comes down to solitude, just being alone and honing your craft, your idea, refining your mastery, and then the community comes in performance or whatever medium you share your craft on, and that. But you can't go too far into entertaining that community. So there's that. I don't know. It's not like, because at the end of the day, I feel like we're alone anyways, creating our ideas, and yeah. So there's that. So I'm just kind of figuring out how I like to deal with it, and we have so much access instantly to everything we want. We want to chat with so and so, or we want to be around this idea, or we want to study the greats, or this, or outside of just having art and then practicing, like, so it's yeah, it's a little overwhelming, or at least it can be if you get lost in the sauce. So yeah, finding that consumption production balance, leaning towards production, I think is critical, because like the growth we experience in the form of wisdom they're just doing is, I think, the only thing we're actually after. And if we're talking about it, then that's time we could have just been spending doing and actually growing to being that thing that we were just talking about maybe becoming. So it's just so it's almost like pointless to talk about the art when you're around your friends that do art as well. Just enjoy the company of like your mutual fascination. I'm not saying it's wrong to be fascinated in success and like how maybe strategy, like, yeah, strategizing is probably healthy. Planning, or like the how isn't really that important, because I think it can also distract from the why, and I feel it's different for all of us. I'm realizing that more the more I share anything, or kind of want to express like my visions, or maybe how I think it's best to go about like bringing to life characters or ideas that I have for the world. So yeah, and like maybe that's what it means to me, and that's what I'd like to continue doing, because it feels effortless and fun. And yeah, so there's that. So figuring more out about how I like to go about myself living, and kind of traversing like creative friendships. So let's say traversing as if it's like a chore, but I hate, not say hate, I don't enjoy I feel disempowered sometimes after sharing too much, and I'm like, why would I even say that? It's dumb. Like, not in like a like super regretful way, but in like a, that's not for anyone else but me kind of way. Yeah, so there's that, and I'm just kind of figuring out and defining it for myself lately. So there's been that, growing in that regard. But it mainly comes down to taking action. I started chopping into a remix today for a song, and let's see if I could give a little bit of a schnoobly doobly, a little, that wouldn't really do any justice for it now, would it? Would this one be the one? It's probably got some transients taken out. Nope. It's just, yeah, it's nothing. It's just ripping the transients out of a new song from an artist I fuck with. I want to make a house style beat from it, and yeah, I wonder if that little blip it would be copyrighted down. And now it's super warped. It's like sped up and transientless. So, all right. Anyways, so there's that. It's about it for the update. I can't really think of anything else I'd want to talk about. Is there anything I want future me to know about? As if that's the thread that runs through these and why I do them. Just do. Like, find peace in action. And that's pretty much it. So, farewell.